Yeah, you talked about over there, Coach, but coming off the losses this weekend, what's the focus going into this week?
That's so cliche, but it's the same as had we won 2 in a row. And just the question is, like, how do we get better today? And so I was able to meet with Spence right after the game up in the office just for a little bit, and kind of a little state of the union of, hey, how are the guys feeling? Hey, this is what the coaching staff is looking for. Just kind of making sure we're all moving in the same direction. And, a lot of that stuff, obviously we're going to give a look at our opponents and some of the plan as to strategy with them coming up. But still, this early in the year, some non-conference games, it's a lot more, looking at ourselves and trying to get the rotations that we're looking for, and as well as, the intensity of the defensive end, that has to go up a level, and the execution on the offensive end. And so that's going to be the plan today and tomorrow.
Spencer, short week to get back after it with the Thursday and Friday instead of the weekend slate. Is that kind of exciting when you're trying to get that taste out of your mouth from this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I talked to the guys in the locker room after the game. I said we can't dwell on this too long. We're going to have 2 practices before we play again. So I think coming back quick will definitely help our case. But these next couple of days in practice, we got to make sure everybody's on board, and we have a couple good ones.
Yeah, Coach just mentioned talking to you after the game, and you mentioned get back talking to the guys too. So are you kind of embracing that? Everybody's kind of new roles with all the upperclassmen or the guys who had been here longer, no longer here. So has that been kind of interesting so far this season to kind of figure out everybody's role, not only on the court but in that kind of locker room as well?
Yeah, and I think some guys are still trying to figure out their role, and that's a huge part of what we're going to be going forward. But embracing the role, like me, Byron, and Luke Moustakis, guys who have been here 4 or 5 years, we've been waiting to embrace this role, so I can say we're trying our best to do that.
Coaches, what have you seen from the opponents coming up this week?
Yeah, a different maybe look than the 2 teams we played last weekend. Just kind of you get into different parts of the country and you see different styles of play, but the Shadron guys especially are a little more athletic group, a little more spacing group, maybe not as many sets as much as they run just some flow to what they're going to try to do. Defensively, some high intensity pressure, man-to-man defense out of them. I think it'll be a little bit more natural of a transition game. Coach Francis is also new, to his position this year. Came out of a really good NAI program down in Oklahoma that we're familiar with and have competed against in the last few years. So that's kind of the start, the gist as we started breaking these guys down.
Spencer, Coach mentioned over there, but you've cut down your share of nets at Municipal. Is it exciting to be able to make an early season trip down there?
Yeah, I love playing at Municipal. Kansas City's a great environment. Hopefully we can, turn it around and bring back some of that MIAA Bearcat magic.
Municipal is such a cool building. Not everyone understands the history of that building, and so it's always fun to take a team in there, whether it's a postseason setting or a national tournament setting or even just a early season non-conference setting. The building itself, with hosting of national Final Fours and Wilt Chamberlain and John Wooden and different people competing and being inside of that place. And then great Bearcat fans that are Kansas City fans that get to show up and get their first look at us. I think it'll be a good Thursday and Friday.